All right, well, welcome everybody to our weekly Wednesday webinar series. To get your CEUs, watch the entire session, take the survey that pops up right at the end when we close out. That same survey also gets emailed to you after the webinar in case you miss it. Even if you don't need CEUs, we definitely want your feedback, so take the survey one way or another. Next week, we're going to be talking about exploring the benefits and logistics of implementing a building-wide monitoring system for water waste. Water waste is a huge issue, so we're going to be talking about that. Very excited. And then real quick, if you support our mission, want to keep seeing these sessions going, want to get instant registration without having to sign up each week, make sure to become a member and get discounts on other things as well. Real quick, thanks to one of our session sponsors, Build Equinox. Build Equinox featuring the new Serve 2 smart ventilation system. Unlike traditional ERVs or HRVs, it features many qualities of smarter, balanced ventilation and feedback monitoring. With a standard ERV or HRV, you get a constant low airflow with no relation to actual indoor air quality or occupancy. For the first 3 days when the home is occupied, the air quality is poor. The ERV just can't keep up. When the occupants leave on vacation, the ERV keeps ventilating and wasting energy. Since the Serve actually monitors the air quality, it ventilates only when it needs to. Compared to an ERV, the Serve can ventilate up to 300 CFM and quickly purging pollutants from the home. When no ventilation is needed, the Serve can recirculate and unify the home, providing some additional heating or cooling dehumidification in an energy efficient manner. Serve does this by monitoring both CO2, volatile organic compounds or VOCs, and other pollutants to add ventilation when necessary. Instead of an HRV exchanger core, the Serve uses a highly efficient heat pump to exchange energy between incoming, supply, and outgoing exhaust air. What does this mean? Conditioned, comfortable air that unifies the home instead of dragging exterior rooms away from comfort. The Serve's filter access panel allows the homeowner to easy access and inspect and replace both indoor and outdoor filters. The Serve accepts standards 10 by 20 size with your choice of filtration. MERV 13 comes standard. The Serve is manufactured right in Urbana, Illinois, with the entire facility being powered 100% by solar. The Serve can work with heat pump water heaters such as the Rheem Prestige to boost its capacity, or work with Radiant. And the Serve can be used in many has been used in many building projects to distribute mini split heating systems from Mitsubishi Air around a home or multifamily building. And finally, you can grab the GeoBoost and add on a feature sync to the Serve to your favorite GeoComfort geothermal system. Check the Serve 2 out today at buildequinox.com. All right, well, welcome everyone to How to Make Money by Cutting Your Home's Carbon Footprint, Heating Bill, and Electricity Bill down to zero. This course is approved for 1 hour in continuing education units, GBCI, NARI Green, Certified Green Professional, AIBD, BPI, NonWholeHouse, as well as the American Institute of Architects, AIA, Health, Welfare, and Safety, which may make it applicable to your state-based design or contractor license. Today, I'll be your moderator. My name is Brett Little, and I am the executive director here at the nonprofit, the Green Home Institute. And during this session, we're going to be talking about how to cut, just as the title explains, how to cut your energy bills. So with that, I will hand it off to our speaker today, David Green.
So I'll get started on the presentation. Just want to say thank you to Brett and the Green Home Institute, but also just want to make crystal clear, I do not work for CERV or Build Equinox or get paid by them, or I'm sponsored by them. In fact, I'm not paid by or sponsored by any supplier of equipment or solar panels or heat pumps or anything like that in the industry. I'm completely independent of all those conflicts of interest. I'm not selling anything here today. This is based off my own work at my own house and through other clients who I've worked with who are interested in going zero on their house. So just a little bit about my background. I am both a techie guy and a financial guy. I have a degree in physics from Oxford University. Yes, I'm British, if you can't tell, although I've now lived in America for more than I've actually lived in the UK. I have an MBA from Harvard Business School. And the reason I mention that is because I think it's these two things, the combination of the technological understanding, so I can understand things like heat pumps, triple glazed windows, low E coatings, things like that, and the business background, which enables me to apply standard financial analysis to the different techniques that I've used in going zero and the ones I did not use. And that financial analysis really enabled me to discriminate between the things that actually work from a financial point of view, i.e. things that pay for themselves, and things that don't work from a financial point of view, that may work from an energy point of view, but don't work from a financial point of view. I founded and I was the CEO of two different biotechnology companies, one called Harvard Bioscience, one called Biostage. I did take both of those companies public, and I've raised over $100 million. So I think that's just proof positive of my credentials on the finance and investment side. Unfortunately, about 4 years ago, I had a nasty road accident, and I resigned from being the CEO of Biostage. And it was while I was at home recovering from that accident that I did all the research myself on how to go zero on my house. I did not expect to make money doing it. That came as a surprise, and I was actually able to not only get to a zero carbon footprint on my home, which is not particularly energy efficient, it's not new build, it's a retrofit of a 1970s house, and I'm saving about $11,000 a year on bills, which is not really something I expected to do. As I mentioned earlier, I do not work for, get paid by any supplier of equipment or loans or anything like that. I have no financial conflict of interest other than I do sell my book, Zero Carbon Home. It's $20. And I do consult to homeowners who want to go zero. This grew out of publishing the book. Homeowners started to contact me saying, hey, I get the book, but I want some help. And even in that business, I don't think I have a conflict of interest. I think I have an alignment of interest because I do not get paid any cash up front. I only get paid on results. I only get paid one time as the actual first year energy bill savings, and only after you, the customer, have saved the money. So I think that's more of an alignment of interest than a conflict of interest. But anyway, for full disclosure, there it is. My advice is based off my own experience, but I'm not giving investment, tax, legal, or financial advice, nor providing any kind of guarantee of the results. And it is pure coincidence, although you might think it's destiny, that my family name really is Green. I'm not making it up, just like anything else in the presentation. So let me go to the next slide of why now. Why is it possible to go zero and make money now when this has really been a fantasy of the environmentalist movement for decades? And it's really very simple. There's a confluence of both the technologies and the financing at the same time. And the technologies of insulation, heat pumps, solar panels, and triple glazed windows have all got so good in just the last few years that you can now go zero on your house and cut your carbon footprint to zero. In addition to that, the subsidies, mostly from government, are so significant, particularly on heat pumps and solar panels, and actually insulation if you live in Massachusetts as well. You can, if you follow these examples in the book and in this presentation, you can cut the carbon emissions from your home to zero, and you can save thousands of dollars a year on heating and electricity bills. You can make a good return on your investment. We have done it. That is proof positive. So here is the actual carbon footprint of our home. Starting in 2014, it was about 40 tons of carbon dioxide emitted each year by burning heating oil, which is what we do here in Massachusetts, and use of electricity. And the electricity use is the carbon footprint caused by the power stations burning fossil fuels or nuclear power or hydroelectric power to make the electricity for us. So about 40 tons. You can see in 2015 and 2016 we lowered it a bit. That was us becoming more conscious of our carbon footprint and doing things like turning off lights when we left rooms and replacing light bulbs with LEDs. The big drop, though, is really 2016 to 2017, and that's when we introduced the heat pumps and the solar panels. The drop from 2017 to 2018 was mostly extra insulation and installing triple glazed windows. And then between 2018 and 2019, it's really just additional solar panels, which I installed on my roof in the middle of last year. So I only got half the credit for last year. The first full year of credit will be the full year of 2019. For our energy bill, what we're spending on energy, it was about $11,000 a year back in 2014. It reduced a little bit with 2015 and 2016 by doing LED light bulbs and things like that. But the big cut was in 2017 when the heat pumps and the solar panels went in, then in 2018 with the triple glazed windows and the insulation, and then the extra solar panels in 2019. So how did we do this? How did we cut our carbon footprint to zero? We did it by installing what I call the Fab Four. It's heat pumps, insulation, triple glazed windows, and solar panels. And I will talk through each one of these in turn, explain them, and show you how much money we can save, or we saved, and how much our carbon footprint was cut by each one of these in turn. Now, I'm an old marketing guy, so I like things that make sense, that are easy to remember, and this one is easy to remember because the Fab Four are named after the real Fab Four, the Beatles, which of course had lots of hits: heat pumps, insulation, triple glazed windows, and solar panels. So it's easy to remember to think of the Fab Four and the Beatles. So how did we go zero and make money? We installed the Fab Four, and we got all the tax breaks and subsidies, and there are a lot of these, and you have to hunt quite hard to get them all, but if you do, they are worth thousands of dollars.